Do we need to look at a scenario where we just held a session on universal basic income a few weeks ago at Tufts, where instead of society having a ceiling that you can't get past, there's a floor, there's a foundational floor that we all start from that allows us to thrive and not just survive? Do we start to have economic development frameworks that are democratized for everyone, that are about thriving and not surviving? Because let's be honest, I don't care what income level you are in. If you are surviving and you are not thriving, which is probably the majority of us, I mean, you can't have metabolic disease in this country. It's 70, 80% and say we're thriving. We're just not.
Yeah.
We are killing ourselves at like 1,000 paper cut deaths, right? Like it's this and it's that and it's that and it's this and it's a million things. I don't know how we do it. I don't know whether it's the CEOs of this country. I don't know whether it's the politicians. I don't know whether it's the people rising. But we have got to acknowledge that the Industrial Revolution frameworks that we establish society on don't fit us anymore. We need to imagine a future, a 2040, a 2050, a 2060, where thriving is the norm. Mike, I get so angry that I feel like we just aren't dreaming there enough. We still think it's okay to put Band-Aids on people's suffering. GLP-1 is Band-Aid on people's suffering. It's not really a solution, but it's a pretty sexy Band-Aid and everyone's going all in on it, right?
Yeah, and I mean, I'm with you on that vision. I think that holistic vision of better let the floor rise for everybody, so that there's only so far you can fall in terms of getting access to
Right now
bad
it's a cliff,
food.
right?
It's a cliff right now. I'm with you on that, and I frequently try to take the other side of the argument just to strengthen that argument. And I
love that. Yes.
I mean, and if I flip my other like hyper capitalist pig on, like if I flip that
Bring it
hat
on, Mike. Bring it on.
if I'm just like going full on Gordon Gekko and stuff like that, Ozempic is just like, it just seems funny because like, it's like a Deus ex machina of like, this thing has descended. Like Big Food spent all this time leading up to now giving you irresistible snacks so you could eat, right? Because, those companies are expected to grow 3 to 5% every single year, but your stomach can't grow 3 to 5%. So we got to find more ways to get you to snack, more stuff. GLP-1s is also, it's almost kind of it's like the antidote to that. It's like, we're going to cut you guys off,
Yeah.
And we're going to do it in a one-shot thing, because I know like holistic solutions are the ones that are harder to do, but they're probably more durable and they're more restrainable. The cynic in me just kind of looks at GLP-1s and see like, I think people are just going to do that,
Oh, I don't disagree with you. I think we're a society that loves short-term fixes. We love quick fixes. And if people think this is a quick fix, then now what'll change that is if we end up finding that there's long-term repercussions. If people realize I don't want to be on this forever, if there are downsides from a health perspective that make us say this can be a short-term solution, but it can't be a forever solution. And I think that that's real. You can't rip the Band-Aid off of anything. I talked about Jackson, Tennessee, where Pringles are made. And I said, look, that's 1,500 jobs. It's the second largest employer in Jackson, Tennessee. Pays $38 an hour. You don't want to just say, well, no one's going to want Pringles anymore. Well, no, because that's 1,500 people that make Pringles, and those are good paying jobs. So we also have to acknowledge that whether you like the food that's made or not, this is an economic development, local job scenario for a lot of communities across this country where food manufacturing happens and food ingredient processing. We've got to be very mindful of all of these pieces. It's not just Ozempic and not wanting to eat this, but then what if that leads to snack brands now closing down legacy lines because there's less of it? Well, how do we reskill and upskill those people? That's an extruder plant. I'm sure Pringles are made on an extrusion basis. So what else can you do with extruders, right? Do you have a different Pringle that's GLP-1 friendly? I don't know. Is it a protein Pringle? I mean, I have no idea. But I just, my brain thinks so like we've got to think of the larger system of all the larger pieces that are interconnected here, and nothing can be looked at in isolation.